Hi guys, Danger Rock here. Today we're going to be looking at the Marvel Legends Iron Man Mark LXXV figure by Hasbro. This is a really nice Iron Man action figure. Before we take a look at the figure itself, we're going to take a look at his packaging. Really nice. We get the Marvel Studios logo right there. On the side, we get a really nice picture of Iron Man. Same here on this side. On the back, we have another really nice picture of Iron Man. And we have a little read up right here on the character. It says, to release Thanos' grip on the universe, Tony Stark fights alongside his fellow Avengers in his high-powered Mark LXXV armor. So that's really cool. Before we get into the figure, we're going to look at his accessories. So he comes with one open hand and one fisted hand. And he comes with these actually 4 blast effects, which we've seen before with these Iron Man figures. But what I really like about these are they're like a light metallic blue. You could see like a little bit of translucent blue in there, so that's always really nice. And what I really like about this armor is that you tell the hot rod red and the yellow is like very reminiscent to me of earlier armors. Now, if you guys watched my review of the Mark 46 right here, this one is a darker red and gold. So I like this one right here. It's just not my favorite, but since I've gotten into collecting every single Iron Man armor, I like this one better by a long shot. And what I want to do is I want to swap out the heads because I really like the Robert Downey Jr. head on that one. So I'm not sure if you could swap the heads on this one, but we're going to try it right now and see how it looks. And that works. I think that looks great. Really looks like him. So that's really cool. And what we could do is we could take our little accessories right here and we could plug them in at the bottom of the feet, just like so. And if we have a flight stand, we could get them in all kinds of nice poses. So what I'm also going to do is I'm going to swap out his fisted hand for his open hand, so we could put those other blast effects in here like this. And I just think that that looks great. So if you have an MCU display like I do, not only can you put each version of his armor, but what you could also do is if you have like Captain America, Thor, Hulk, you could actually put this guy up on a flight stand, and when you put him up, he could actually be in all kinds of positions with these displayed on here. So I'm really glad that they included that. Honestly, I like this head better on this body. And if we look at the head that it originally comes with, it's actually not a bad head, honestly. Now, another thing I'm going to try is putting that head on this armor because I just want to see how that looks. So it doesn't look too terrible, but as you can see, this is gold is a little bit brighter than this gold, but the reds are pretty much the same. It might be a little hard to see on camera, but it's really not that far off. So removing this guy's accessories, we're going to take a look at his articulation. Now, the joints on my figure are actually very stiff, so I actually had a hard time standing this guy up straight. But his arms can move out that far. On my figure, they actually click. And he does have all the articulation you would expect in a Marvel Legend. His head can fully rotate a full 360. His elbows bend. He has torso articulation. It can fully rotate. His legs could kick outward pretty far. They could actually go that far back. He has ankle movement right here. He has bendable knees. And he has foot articulation. So that's really interesting. Another thing I wanted to note that I've actually noticed is, you know, with all of these armors, his chest piece right there, not only is it colored white, and here it's colored different, but for his arc reactor, there was one that was like a triangle, one had a circle. There's just been so many versions of his armor. Honestly, it's hard to remember which marks are which one, but for me, I always kind of like the Steve Ditko Iron Man's, where on his helmet it kind of looks like he had like this triangular thing. So I'm really a big fan of like that 90s Iron Man look. But for me, like what I do sometimes is, well, most of the time, like when I'm displaying my figures on shelf, I just kind of have them all standing up straight. But in this case, it's a good thing because I like to have each and every version of Iron Man's armor. So right now we're going to put in his fisted hands, see how they look. And sometimes I actually try to do both. Sometimes I'll have it the way it came in the package, where I'll put one open hand, one fisted hand, just so I remember which accessories came with which figure. And that looks really great too. Now, looking at the back of the figure, really nice sculpt on all these lines right here. I actually really like it a lot. This is a great figure. This is not the first time this figure has been released. We got him in the Avengers Endgame Thor Build-A-Figure wave. The only difference is that one came with the Iron Man red Infinity Gauntlet, which this one doesn't. And I never picked that one up, and then it went up in price. So I was really happy that this guy got re-released so I could have my own Mark LXXV armor, my own version of it. Because I got most of the armor so far. There's a few that I didn't get that I still want to pick up, and I definitely will do that in the future, but for now, these are the ones that I have. I'm going to show off more of them on this channel soon, so definitely stay tuned for that. So this has been my review of the Marvel Legends Iron Man Mark LXXV armor. If you liked my video, please leave a like. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and let me know in the comments down below which Iron Man armor is your favorite, and what's your favorite Marvel Legends figure. I would really like to hear from you guys. So please leave a comment, and thank you guys for watching as always, and I'll see you guys on the next video review.